welcome to the Brighter Day Motivation Podcast. My name is Tim, and I'm going to be your host for this podcast. This is our pilot episode, and I want to introduce this podcast to you and share with you my thoughts and goals as we embark on this journey together. If this is your first time listening to a podcast, welcome. If this is your first time listening to a motivational podcast, I also want to welcome you. In the next few minutes, I want to share with you what my goals are and what my thoughts are for this podcast coming up. My goal is to release something for you each and every week. Something that's positive and uplifting, that's going to help you through your day, through a situation, maybe to help you through your week, month, or even year. The goal for this podcast, though, is to provide uplifting, positive motivations which encourage us in our daily life. Every single podcast that I do, I always want to start off with a reflection. The reflection will basically center around what I'm going to be talking about, in most cases, for that particular podcast. So to get us off on the right step, let me go ahead and share with you one of my most favorite reflections of all time. And I think it really sets the stage for this very first episode. It comes from Maya Angelou, and it states, "People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel." Let me read that again, because I think it's very fitting. It says, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. I really like this reflection, because at the end of the day, no matter what I say, no matter what somebody does, chances are we're not going to truly remember everything. But how that person made you feel through the interaction, through their tone, through what they said or even did, that is what you're going to remember. More times than not, we remember how we felt in that moment than anything else. During this podcast, my goal is to provide you with positive, uplifting motivations. I want to help you feel better, but more importantly, help you get through difficult situations. Maybe see something in a different light. Maybe understand something a little bit different that will help you out in your daily walk. As we go through this podcast, I'm going to share a little bit about my story, who I am, and so forth. One of the things that I will talk quite a bit about is my faith. I am Christian, and I do believe in God. So throughout this podcast, I will be sharing with you my beliefs. But please don't let that deter you. All of us believe something a little bit different. Whatever your beliefs are, whatever your faith is, it is okay. I just want to share with you what my thoughts are to hopefully help each and every one of us become a better person. So as we go through this podcast together, I will definitely share some scripture. And a lot of what I glean for positive motivation does come from scripture, from the Bible. But not everything I share will come directly from there. It'll be from other people or things that I read online or read in books or whatever the case may be. But I do want to let you know that I encourage you to join with me on this journey. I encourage you to comment your thoughts. How did the podcast make you feel? What did you think of the content that I shared? Do you have something to add? I encourage you to share in the comments. But one thing I do ask is let's be positive in our commenting. There's really no need for negativity in this space. The goal is to uplift each other. So if you have something to share, please be positive. Share something that's impactful and helpful to others. That basically gives into the conversation and doesn't take away from it. By doing this, we can have a safe space together to join in and enjoy this positive motivation that I'm going to be sharing, but we can also learn from one another as well. So that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes, I encourage you to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so that when a new episode comes out, you'll have an opportunity to hear it first thing. As we go through this podcast, like I said, my goal is to share something with you on a weekly basis, but there could be times where I share more often or even maybe a little less. But I encourage you to go back and listen to past episodes as I start to build a library of episodes. And feel free to share this with others. Because you just never know who you share it with. It might actually change their life. For me personally, my goal is to help somebody. Just one. But chances are I might help more. So if this podcast impacts you in any way, please join in on the conversation and let me know. Let others know how it impacted you. So with that being said, throughout this podcast, I want to let you know that it is not going to be drawn out. My goal is to share with you my thoughts within about 20 or 30 minutes or so. That way you can get some positive motivation and then get on with your day. But take what you heard and learned and apply it to your life. Apply it to your situation. Or even share it with others who might need to hear it to help them out. So with that, join with me, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I will see you in the next episode. I want to welcome you all to the Brighter Day Motivation Podcast. Stay safe out there, everyone. God bless.